Alrighty, welcome to episode 33 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm here with Faby Diaz and Bradley Nafziger.
What's up?
Hi.
Alright, Brad, I want to hop right into your beef. We had Global Gourmet together.
Yeah.
You sat at a table with three females, Faye and Alla, who have been on the podcast, and then I don't know who the other one
Mackenzie
was.
McCoy.
It kept getting switched out, though, because
It was supposed to be Maddie Luke. Maddie Luke wanted my spot.
Yeah.
But then whenever, she sat over there, she didn't talk to any of them. So she just, chilled there, on her laptop. I'm like, why are you sitting there? You could do that somewhere else.
Seriously.
So.
Yeah, so there was, mad beef, Bradley would do all the cooking, and then, none of the girls would help, and then Bradley would be pissed, and then the girls would be pissed because Bradley wouldn't give them the food, and there was just a lot of beef, all right? And then end of the, quarter comes, the halfway point of the class, and the teacher's like, okay, we're going to write letters about our experience or something. I don't know what she said, but, Bradley was trashing these other girls in the letter. Oh, those bitches. They're terrible. They make fun of me, all this stuff. And then I think Faye wrote in her letter that she didn't like you or something.
I don't know. Something along those lines. But I always got those, mean glares from the death stares from Faye. And she would just, I would, say something and she'd just go.
Grr.
You were friends with Faye.
Kind of.
Did you ever get that stare?
No, she liked me. We had, it's their whole squad. Kayla, Williams, Faye, Alla, Maddie. We all had 7 periods study hall last year, but I was the only sophomore, and so they just thought I was funny. So but we never hung out of school. I thought they were cool, and then Bradley FaceTimes me after school and was like, "Let me tell you about what happened in Global Gourmet." I was like, "Okay."
Okay. Wait, what do you say? What happened? Which day?
No, you were just mad about something.
No way.
I don't remember.
Brad would always come and help our group. It'd be a good time.
Because you guys were struggling so hard.
No, we had Josh as head chef, me as assistant chef.
Remember when you threw the pizza on the floor?
I was tossing the pizza up, as you do. What do you call it? What do you call that?
I don't know.
Flying the pizza.
Come on, let me just fucking, I don't know.
It's kind of like kneading, but the opposite, because you're not kneading it. You're
you're stretching it out,
yeah,
to make it so it goes out. Yeah. It's not as thick.
So you're throwing it up. I see Bradley doing it. I'm like, all right, I gotta throw it higher than Bradley because he's the master chef. He can cook everything and anything. He knows how to do it.
That's doubtful.
That. No, he does.
Have you
seen him? In the kitchen?
He really loves cooking Hot Pockets.
That's easy.
That was
And those little frozen White Castle sliders.
That was last summer.
I'm a fan of those.
That was last summer. Okay, I haven't
No,
had one
okay,
in
no, because
months.
what happened was Bradley's mom was on a work trip for a week, so it was just him and his dad in the house, and so his dad took high key advantage of the fact that his mom wasn't gonna be you guys need to eat healthy, and so I went to their house and there was just 3 boxes of Hot Pockets in the freezer, and I was like, I don't know, I don't like that.
Those are safety precautions in case we don't have any food. AKA this week when my dad didn't go buy groceries for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hot Pockets. When you run downstairs before the match starts, you throw a Hot Pocket in, it's burning hot. Ah! Dude, Brad Naff back on the Black Ops 2 grind. You remember those days?
Oh my god.
What was your gamer tag? It was B-Zig or something?
Big Zig.
Big Zig. Yes, dude. Trick shotting, search and destroy.
Oh yeah. I remember I was Master Prestige. That game was my life in middle school. I was too good at it.
Are you excited for the new Call of Duty?
I actually don't really play much Call of Duty anymore.
I don't either, but I'm still getting hyped because that's what you do. The cycle. You love it and then you hate it. And
I jumped off the hype train.
Dang.
I don't do that
You
anymore.
mentioned League earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, League.
Yep, that's my game now.
Faby loves League.
When Faby says League, that's how you know Brad plays it too much.
He loves League. It's if we
really don't play it too much. Maybe
I don't know.
Twice a week.
What's your elo?
What's my elo? You see, I don't really play ranked too much because it's too stressful. I've only played 3 times. I won each game, and then I haven't played since.
Okay. Are you good at League?
Yeah.
Who do you main?
Kane. I'm a jungle main.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about Magic.
Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've never played that.
So there's a backstory. So my family knows Do you know Lennox? You know
Yeah,
Lennox?
yeah.
So his dad and my uncle teach judo together. Like,
That's
they've
cool.
known each other for like a really long time. And so like our families, like before they moved here, like, I mean, because they lived in Brazil. And so then like when they moved here, like I became friends with his sister, who's a sophomore. Well, I
They
guess.
speak Portuguese in Brazil?
Yes.
Do you speak Portuguese?
No, but I can understand Portuguese.
Okay,
Like,
that's cool.
easily. It's like basically the same as Spanish. If I lived in Brazil for like 2 weeks, I'd probably pick it up because it was the same in Italy. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, their family. So then when I started hanging out with their family more and like became friends with some of the other wrestlers and just like the people who did judo, we always played like Dungeons and Dragons. But I was like so bad at it because my attention span is like 2 minutes and I couldn't sit there for 10 hours. And like I just couldn't do it.
ADHD.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons or Magic the Gathering, but like I know they're big and like lots of people love them.
Mm-hmm.
They're popular. Yeah. But so then it started to become like their kind of like guy group kind of thing, but then they started playing Magic instead. And so that's been like the new thing, Magic. I couldn't play Magic with the boys.
Is it card based?
Yeah, it's cards turn based.
Have either one of you ever seen Civilization?
Yes.
Civ 5, dude.
Yes,
That's a
I have
great
that on
game.
my computer.
Oh, so good.
I don't really play it.
I have like 800 hours on it, which isn't that much in terms like of Civ players, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, because some people have like 10,000, but like.
Let's talk about Carl Buford and his like Star Citizen. Like,
What's that?
No, shoot, I don't know. He plays this one game. He's got like 5,000 hours on it.
Wow. What's Star Citizen?
I don't think it's Star Citizen.
Does he have the ultra wide monitor?
No, that's
Cricket.
Olivia Baker's brother.
Oh, Grant. Dude, shout out to Olivia Baker.
Oh my
Baker.
She's made it in like 10 episodes. Honorable mention.
I had to. I just had to mention her.
Dude, Olivia.
You're in her grade.
No.
Was she sophomore?
She's
Yeah.
a sophomore.
I had
That's
no
how
idea.
criminal it is. She's
Oh.
only 15. No. That's so bad. But okay, so he has ultra wide monitor, but he has VR too. I was at Micro Center the other day.
Yeah.
And they put the VR headset on me. I was like, I had the what do you call it? The not crossbow, but
bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow. Yes, I would get the arrow. I'd have to pull it back, and I was shooting people. They were like coming at me. It was so cool.
I've never used one of those. I've always wanted to though. I see them at the mall all the time.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Have you ever used an actual bow and arrow?
I have.
I might have.
Bow and arrows are fun. I love them.
Fun fact: when I was like a child.
Yeah.
And at Young Life All Weekend. Oh, just kidding. 6th grade camp.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, that's a future conversation though. But I just want to say I love shooting guns.
Yes, I do too.
I want to shoot guns so badly.
Have you ever?
No.
It's so
we even
fun.
like planned a date, and then my mom is just like. I mean, my mom is different. I love her. She
didn't let you come on the podcast.
I mean,
before.
for a while because she didn't know you. She's very like
strict is a word.
Yeah,
for
she's
it.
very. She grew up in a tiny town in Puerto Rico, and like her parents never let her do anything. Like she couldn't go to school dances unless her brothers went.
No
and
way.
Yeah, so
I respect that though. I mean, I like that.
She's more lenient with me than her parents were with her, but not compared to other kids here in Dublin. So it can become an issue sometimes. So we've like planned out, and then my soon-to-be stepdad Tom is like super into shooting guns too. So he always like advocates for me, and he's like, just let her go. She's like, ay Fabiola, es que yo no sé. I'm just like, Mom.
No habla español.
But hopefully, Bradley's uncle.
Yeah, my uncle, he's a big gun guy.
So we might go with him soon.
It's weird though, because he's like a liberal.
Oh.
But he's
politics. Dun dun dun.
We'll avoid that. But he loves guns. He's got a lot of guns from my grandpa, and like his own collection. And a lot of them are shotguns. He likes to shoot clays. He likes to hunt birds. And so we go every once in a while. We go shoot sporting clays, and like I've got a natural talent for it, and so
Ooh, flex.
Yeah. And so I go with him a lot, and I've started beating him and he's kind of
Oh,
he's
shit.
like
He's
on the
pissed.
he's on the DL salty about it, but it's okay.
He's a funny guy. Though. He's chill.
I like hitting
He's
pop
chill.
cans and shooting those. Either if you throw them
Okay.
up or just set them up. It's still fun to see them explode.
I want to shoot an AK-47.
That'd be cool.
That's like
Yeah.
my biggest dream.
You gotta
I
find
think.
someone that has one.
I know
think-
someone that has one.
Yeah.
Who?
One of my friend's brothers.
I think
But it's like it's not loaded. Like he's.
Well,
he's in the military.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
like he's in the
yeah.
military, so like but like I've like seen it and stuff, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is fascinating, but I've never actually like ventured anywhere near that. Like my dad, like owns like shotguns and stuff. Like I don't know where they are. They're like big on gun safety, so.
when you get older, either one of you or both of you going to conceal carry?
I think
That's a good question because I don't know the answer to it. I've thought about it actually.
yeah.
I
thought about it. I think I might.
I think for girls, they definitely should more than
I-
guys.
yeah, I-
Like, and
I
that's
mean-
not even like the meaning. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
for
we talked
safety.
about this before.
Yeah, no, we talked about it because at first I was like really put off by the idea like of carrying a gun, not because I would be afraid to use it, just because of all like the stigma around it right now. But like it's just proven, that girls get put in situations,
Yeah.
tough times more than guys, in like that sense. And so, I mean, we've talked about it. I mean, obviously I'm not old enough. I don't live on my own yet, but it's a
Yeah.
possibility.
Like pepper spray, at least.
Oh, pepper spray
like,
for
every
sure.
girl.
Like something for sure. I don't know.
Or a shank. I have like a this long ass knife. It's like a pocket knife. You flip it out.
Yeah.
Carry that sometimes because you never know what's gonna happen.
My grandpa
I-
owns like machetes.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, we're going to
Oh.
Puerto Rico together.
Oh yeah, we're going to Puerto Rico.
That's so
So we're gonna like cut open
cool.
coconuts with machetes, like Puerto Ricans
Coconuts
do.
are hard as hell
Yeah.
to break
Coconuts are
open.
That's what my grandpa has them
Crazy.
for coconuts.
Yeah.
I bought a coconut the other day.
No
and
way.
Still haven't opened it.
Local grown.
When did you buy a coconut?
Like a month ago. It's just
You
been
said
sit-
the other day. I don't actually. Whatever. I don't
That's
remember that happening.
hyperbole.
yeah.
Wait,
It's-
hyperbole's exaggerating, right? Well, yeah, that would be exaggerating.
No, wouldn't it be irony? No, I dropped out of AP Lang. Don't
Yeah.
take my word for
I was
it.
in AP English or IB English. So.
Both years?
No, just one.
Catch me in normal English 4.
English 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bradley and I go hand in hand because he has issues with like getting his words out,
Mm-hmm.
but I have issues with like grammar and like putting them down the right way. So it's like
It
it's good.
fits.
Yeah, no, it's good. It
That's
fits.
awesome. So
Being on this-
earlier, oh wait, no, you,
Being on this podcast is a big step for me.
yeah,
I'm
so
will.
happy.
Look
I
at
will
those words coming
eventually-
out. Look at
I
those
will
words.
eventually stumble over them. Like a lot of times, I accidentally
Yeah.
mix up like the first letters of two words next to each other.
What?
I don't know. It's like, I
what?
have,
Give me
it's
an
like I have
example.
verbal dyslexia.
Give me an example.
It'll happen.
It'll just
Give it
happen.
15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which isn't even fair because like English isn't my first language. And I'm doing better than you, Shade.
Okay. Okay. English is.
It's just it's a personal thing. Like it's just you.
Speaking English for like 16 years.
Yeah, I mean I did like to be fair, I learned English when I was like 3.
So.
So it was basically like my first
Yeah.
language, but like not technically because I had to learn English when I went to preschool.
I heard like people in like Germany, they have to learn like, or they have to try like 4 different languages by the time when they're in high school.
Yeah, we should do that here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
like if you're in Europe, you probably know at least 2. And,
No,
like, I only know
more.
one.
I went on a cruise ship like 2 summers ago, like all around Europe, and the people just like spoke every single language,
Yeah,
like
that's
every
so
single
cool.
language. I was like, I thought I was cool because I was bilingual, but I guess not.
I would love to speak German.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I'm trying to learn Russian.
That's a tough one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
No,
Wow.
me and Ali Freeze actually. We have this little.
Ali Fries.
We have a tiny obsession with Russia because like
Tiny. Oh my gosh.
because like her okay, so her grandma.
That's like a what do you call it? Oxymoron? Tiny in Russia.
Yeah. Her grandma Oma
You know what I mean?
is like from Russia.
Like jumbo shrimp.
I thought that was onomatopoeia.
No, it's oxymoron. 2 words that mean different things.
Tiny obsession with Russia. Where's that an oxymoron?
Tiny Russia. Nah, never mind. I was just.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
We'll move
Okay.
on. Move on. Go back.
Okay, about Russia, yeah, so we just always, like, screw around and, like, listen to Russian music and, like, Russian squat dances and, like, you know, like, those, like, YouTube, like, memes, like, Slav people in, like, decked out Adidas, like,
oh, yeah.
We are.
Nick
like,
Verbinski loves that.
We embody that. Anyway, off topic. What were we going to talk about? Young Life.
Oh, Young Life.
Young Life.
Is Young Life a cult? That's the real question. I think it is.
The simple answer is yes.
Yes.
No, okay,
no, I mean, it is yes.
But not in the way that people think. Like, from an outside perspective, I could see why it looks like that 100% because I was like that, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes still am because it's, like, a love-hate relationship.
It's changed some people so drastically that it's, like, it's crazy. You know, like, Leary's been on a podcast, and he used to be a different person. He's really changed.
I've heard that. I don't know him personally.
I think for the better.
Yeah,
definitely.
I could agree with that. I mean, I still love him. He's sweet.
Yeah.
But, like, it definitely changes people. And I think it's weird how there's so much, like, hype around, like, oh, Young Life Camp. And people, like, they love it so much. But it's really just going somewhere, giving someone your phone, and then going swimming, dancing, and
yeah, you don't have your phone for the whole week.
Yeah.
Honestly, best part of camp. Like, you ask anybody who's been.
Okay, yeah, true.
We should just start a local camp. Get, like, 20 anchors. Put in a pool.
Everyone's phones away.
Yeah, we'll take the phones.
Yeah,
you pay half price, and we don't even have to drive to New York.
We could do it right here in the river.
Build our own camp.
I don't know. I just think the whole Young Life thing, it's like...
I could 100% see that, like, if you haven't experienced it or if you have and it was negative for you. Like,
I've never been yet.
Why someone would think that. And also, like, it varies because, like, it is a religious thing. Like, there's so many, like, different opinions with that. But, like, I personally like Young Life a lot just because my friends are all involved in it. So it's a way for me to be around my friends. I think you would agree with that. But, like, I am comfortable in my faith, you know? And I think Young Life is geared towards people who are not or who haven't started that. And so I think a lot of times, like, it keeps people kind of stuck. Like, for me, it's like, okay, so I'm going to this twice a week. Like, you know, like, what, like, I'm hearing the same scripture, like, but, like, I go because it's an opportunity to meet new people and help others who, like, I want to eventually them to be, like, comfortable with their faith as well. But, like, there's so many other ways to be religious. Like, Young Life is not the only way. But, like I said, I could see why people think it is.
Yeah, I remember Peter texted me the other day. He's like, Bradley.
Peter Zinfon?
Yeah, Peter Zinfon. He was like, Bradley, is Young Life a cult? Like, what happens at camp? Why are people so excited about it? Why are so many people texting me about it? Why does everybody want me to go? Like, what do they put in the Kool-Aid? Like, what? Like, do they hypnotize you? What's going on? I'm just like, if you want the real truth, like, the truth and only the truth, it's like, they don't do any of that. It's just, like, one of the best weeks of your life.
Did you ever hear about the, I think it was in the 80s. It was a colony.
Exactly.
In the mountains. They try to start their own, like, town.
Start their own religion.
They did, yeah. It was, like, it was crazy. They funded it, like, millionaires would, like, people would, like, donate their life savings, and then that's how the town would run. They were, like, trying to build an airport, and, like, that is Young Life times 10. But, I mean, I think Young Life is leading there. Maybe not. But that's kind of like...
No, I don't really think so, because the goal of Young Life isn't
what is the goal?
Like, the goal of Young Life is just to show kids in high school, like, about Jesus Christ and God.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you both go to church?
Yeah.
I think a lot of kids don't, and I think that's why they have Young Life, because of what you just said, like, to show people Jesus Christ. Like,
No, I agree. That's, like, what I was saying about, like, it's there to get people started, because I was raised Catholic, like, really Catholic, and I went through this phase where I was like, the thought of any God at all was like, no, you know? And then, like, Young Life just, like, introduced me to this new idea that then I personally, like, formed my own opinion. So I wouldn't say that it was, like, Young Life that changed me, but, like, something greater, but it started it. So, like, now I find myself, like, when I go to church, like, that's progression to me, like, hearing new things. If I get involved in a church, in a community, like, doing things like that are displaying like Jesus more so than just going to Young Life and like staying at Young Life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a transition in Young Life where you stop going like for yourself and you
you
start
go for
going
other people.
for like the other people around you.
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. What I think we need to bring back is people wearing their like Sunday bests. You know what I'm saying? Like the suits and stuff. Like now people will go in like jeans and a
it's
t-shirt.
super casual
I'm a big
now.
fan of that.
Super, like, I feel like new Christian churches are like preaching like the chill, you know, kind of vibe. Like you can come to church in jeans. I mean, like I go to Rock City in Hilliard. I mean, I used to go to Vineyard a lot. Yeah.
What is that? Is that special? Like, did they sing and dance? Like, what's?
I mean,
why is it Rock City?
I don't know why it's called that, but like I know it's relatively new. I think it's like 7 years.
Yeah, it's
7 years old.
really new.
I just think it's like a new like wave of Christianity that's more so focused on other things than it was in the past. And like Rock City is a great place. Their worship is great. It's just a very like chill environment compared to other even non-denominational
Ethan Leary
churches.
plays it.
Yeah, he plays there.
The bass
Yeah, he
there.
plays the bass
there.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool. Does he play every Sunday?
A lot of Sundays.
I might have to go see that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
That's so awesome.
Their music is like they're kind of known for that. I think just because it's so good. Like all their musicians are really talented.
One thing that I wish I did when I was little, and I kind of want to do now, is learn how to play the piano.
I used to play the piano.
I think that's like super cool. I don't know why.
It's hard to learn. It's really hard.
Really?
Yeah, it's really hard because you have to use like all 10 of your fingers.
Well, you
like,
know,
hey, doing something.
I'm pretty. What do you call it?
Dexterous.
No, not dexter. What do you call that? Like efficient with my finger.
Tactile.
No, dude. There's a word for it. Like
Fluent.
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
You know, I'm good with the controller and the typing and stuff. So I'm like,
You have to have long, like having long fingers.
I got some
You know,
shortish fingers.
like-
so.
Me and Bradley's hands are the same size.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
But like, look at the difference between.
But like my fingers are
how
super
wide.
skinny.
Oh yeah, so
Know
they're
what I
not
mean?
the same size. So it's
Like
different.
they're the same like what?
Length.
Well, they're the same length.
Yeah.
Because she's got really long fingers.
I do.
Yeah.
I have really long limbs.
Have you seen Jeremiah's fingers?
Oh my god.
wait. They go up, out, and back.
like
I
like
love
the Left 4
Jeremiah.
Dead hand.
Yes, dude. I had Jeremiah and Matt Vick on the podcast 2 episodes ago. If you guys haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend it. I was laughing the whole time.
We have to get us plus Ian on here.
Oh,
Ian is like
Carol.
Ian's like our
Yes.
son.
Ian and Levere came on. Great podcast.
Oh, wow,
One of my
okay.
favorite episodes. It was great. I think you two and Levere and Ian, we got 5 mics now. You know, we
Yeah,
can do
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
This is a new mic right here. Yesterday was the first time it got used. We just got all these new cords too. They're all colorful.
Nice. Yeah, I like the rainbow. A little bit of gay
Yeah.
pride over there.
Oh, hell
It's
yeah.
Pride
Yeah,
Month.
Pride Month.
It is Pride Month?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's June.
I didn't know that.
The other day,
neither did I.
the other day, my mom was like, "Let's go to Pride." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, is that in
I
German
don't-
Village?
No, I think
there's
it's there's
Columbus.
they like every city does like a Pride like march every year. But I feel like it's in like more like main city or
Yeah,
maybe
I feel like-
they like march. It's like a parade. So
I know in German Village they have a gay pride.
Yeah,
parade.
I mean, isn't
Columbus
Columbus?
has so many gay people. It has like
Yes,
Very
the most
like
true.
short
in the
north
country.
and stuff. Yeah,
It's, like,
we have
in the
one
top
of the
5.
top 2 Somalian populations. Also,
That doesn't surprise
I
me.
had no idea.
we're diverse.
Wow, yeah.
I
we
went
really are.
to Riverside Elementary right over there before I moved.
Is that south? Is it off of like Tuttle Sawmill?
That's Thomas. Riverside
Ah.
is like right, like literally like right across, like right there.
Oh,
I
by
guess people
south.
can't see that are
Yeah.
listening, but like
Yeah, we don't know. Some people know the directions.
it's
Yeah, I
like
don't-
it's like it's in
North.
the like Davis Scioto district. So I went to Davis for 2 years, and I was supposed to go to Scioto,
How
but
was
then I
that?
moved.
You knew Shuggy?
I actually did know him. Isn't that crazy? Wait, is he in your guys' grade or
Yeah,
a
I
year
think he
above?
is.
Yeah, I knew him distantly because I was younger.
Yeah, Shuggy's
But-
a
I
beast.
don't remember the last time I heard about Shuggy.
Driver's ed class, dude. That's where I last saw him.
Oh my god.
I wonder how he is. Wonder what he looks like now. If he looks
Get him on the
different.
podcast.
I should honestly. YRN Shuggy. What a beast. Me and him were on the same basketball team. Shuggy would take it to the board or take it to the basket every time. I don't know.
Are you adjusting?
I'm
The
just-
chairs have
I'm
been an issue for
some of
us.
these chairs don't
so-
lean back. Some of them do.
I'm leaning back so far right
Look,
now.
this one doesn't
I'm
lean back at all.
comfortable. I'm comfortable.
I don't know. I like these chairs. That chair over there is nice. You know, the whole stew is pretty well furnished. We have a lot of chairs in here.
I know. I'm impressed by this. I think this isn't what I was expecting.
Oh, they don't see this, do they?
No, they don't. They see a beach behind you. Actually, yeah.
Can you change it?
Yeah, we could. I mean, it'll be harder like right now. I could do that real quick. Actually, while we keep talking. So the thing about the green screen is like, right now I'm just using the webcam in the computer. I have another webcam that we could use for like a separate camera, but I'm not using that right now. And eventually we want to get more green screens so we could have either like a real long one or two, because we record another podcast out of here also, and it'd be cool to just have green screen on green screen on green screen or whatever.
Does anyone remember those like iCloud like green screen things on like the MacBooks when we were like kids?
I do not.
And you could like be in Paris and you could like be underwater.
Yep.
Ooh, I would live for that.
Like the photo booth.
Yeah. Like computer days in elementary school when I could just like go underwater.
You guys are now in space.
When my biggest dream is to be an astrobiologist.
It's like black and starry.
I want to start a business in space.
And I want to do the astrobiology research for it.
Do you want to know? So last night I watched Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. Or no.
Oh.
The Last Jedi.
Oh.
I love Star Wars. But what I love even more, Star Trek. Have you guys watched Star Trek?
No.
Did you know Ian Carroll's dad is actually a huge fan of Star Trek?
No way.
So he's got like all these model figures of like
That's
the Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So
I think I watched one of the movies.
There's like the new movies are okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like the old TV shows and like the old movies, that's where it hits hard, man.
I don't remember.
But I think you could say that about Star Wars too.
Well, that also,
obviously.
But like Star Wars has a lot less content because Star Wars has what 9 movies.
Is mostly just movies.
Will
not
be
like
9 movies.
Not like a show.
9 movies. The Clone Wars, which is a great show.
Yeah.
I recommend it to
Clone
everyone
Wars
and
good.
anyone.
Yeah,
Clone
we're
Wars
watching it on
good.
the Cartoon Network.
Star Trek has the original series, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Next Generation, Enterprise, and maybe one more. So that's 6 shows. And then like 14 to 18 movies.
Yeah,
so
it's a
like,
lot of movies. That is true.
The universe is just huge. Like there's backstory to like the smallest piece, and like I love that. I think that's sweet.
The one episode I watched of Star Trek was Spock got pregnant from an alien.
Really?
Yep, that's all I remember of it.
I don't recall. So that was the original series, though.
That was one of the original series. Yeah.
Is that why you always compare pregnancy to like aliens?
No. Kind of. No, that's because of, like, Predator versus Alien.
Yeah. Bradley, like,
have you ever seen like the alien like crawling around inside the person's body and they explode out?
I will say all babies look the same.
Do they? I was really red when I was born, like red.
Yeah, lots of babies are red from the inside fluid.
No, but like red. I think
like
it's because I'm light
red.
skinned.
Like
my
tomato?
skin, yeah, like red. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a fat baby. I was.
Brother's really.
I was so chunky.
I was a big baby too.
I've only until recently. I mean, they may be coming back, but I had chubby cheeks forever.
Aww.
Till freshman year, sophomore year.
NHS.
NHS. There's this picture of Bradley that we.
It's on my Instagram still.
The National Honor Society. That is something that I think it's too saturated.
That's actually a cult, and there's way too many people in it.
Yeah, I think it's too easy to get into now.
Yeah.
Just like we had 50 or so valedictorians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wasn't a valedictorian.
I wasn't either.
My
doesn't make any sense.
Soon-to-be stepdad Thomas was complaining about that because he was like, "Why?"
I mean, then again,
so many valedictorians.
I think it's stupid. Like my dad was the only one in his school.
Yeah.
And like I think there should only be one, and then one like
if you put all of our valedictorians from our school into schools around the nation, they would still be valedictorian.
Yes, but at the same time, I think our school is not. High school is easy in general. I will say that because it is. Our school is also easy.
Dublin Kaufman.
I think our school's easy because people that like you could slack, you could not do anything, and the teachers will come and help you.
That's because we go to Dublin Kaufman High School.
I'm just saying, our school is like anyone could pass.
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's some people, like, I'm not going to name drop on this part, but, like, they don't do shit. And they are passing with, like, above a 3.0.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. I think I'm just happy, I guess, that I got to go to Kaufman, like, not somewhere else.
Yeah, very grateful
sweet.
still.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, as much as people complain about it, people don't realize, like, I guess how fortunate we are.
So many people feel like they deserve the world, but they don't, and they already won the lottery by being born in, Dublin.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're already gonna get your parents' inheritance.
Yeah.
So it's like some people just don't have much aspiration in life.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have the drive. Because, like, I guess, like, those people that, like, barely passed and, like, didn't do anything, like, what are they going to do now, kind of thing.
The world's scary. I always say that. The world is very scary. Some people know what they want to do or, like, know, they have,
direction.
like you said, the drive, the direction. Some people are just blank.
You guys are in a different phase with that, though, than I am, because I still have a year left of high school.
Yeah, you still have time.
So now I'm starting to think about, like, where I want to go and what I want to do. Well, I know what I want to do, but, like,
what
where
do you
want to
do?
go.
Science?
Yeah, I want to major in biomedical sciences. Like, I want to go to med school.
She
but
wants
then
to pop pimples and be a
I
dermatologist.
do. Like, dermatology is, like, where I
I don't
want
like that.
She pops
to
all my
head.
pimples.
Oh, yeah. But it's not, like, my dream job. My dream job is, like, astrobiology and, like, studying, like, the, like, movement of, like, DNA on meteorites. But, like, that makes absolutely no money. And, like, I know some people don't care, but, like, I care.
Yeah, obviously. You need some money.
I want to have money when I grow up, and I'd rather be doing something that, like, I still love, just not as much, and be making $300,000 plus a year versus making $70,000, $80,000 a year and, like, putting in more time of school. So I might, like, minor in astronomy or something, but...
Minor in astrology.
No.
Horoscopes?
Like that? No,
Oh, dude, I hate that so much.
Do
People who
you
believe in
guys
that.
think that it's real?
No.
No.
Absolutely
That makes
not.
no sense at all.
No, I agree. I just think it's fun.
Yeah,
When,
I
like,
get the- I get
sometimes
the
it's,
fun
like, it's
aspect,
true, and
'cause
you're
then
like,
oh my God.
that's me. Yeah. I
daily
get it.
horoscope? No.
But also then it's like, well, I don't really want to talk about it.
Well, no.
I don't want to give it the time of day. It doesn't deserve
They're
it.
really interesting. So I took psychology, and the teacher showed the experiment where, like, a baby was shown, like, I forget if it was a spider or, like, a mouse, and, like, he wasn't freaked out by it. But then, like, they trained it to, like, they would, like, bang, like, pans or something, like a bell or something to scare the baby every time he saw the mouse, and then he became, like, scared of the mouse. It's like, are you born with fear of stuff?
Because
or
he
do you learn
didn't.
it?
Isn't that just because the baby becomes, like, that we talked about that?
It's
in AP Bio.
socialization.
We talked about that, like, behavior in animals, some similar stuff like that. I just don't remember. It was the end of the year.
It's the group think. It's how, like, humans survived, because you eat a poison berry, you die. Your tribe is like, oh shit, we shouldn't eat those berries.
Yeah.
And so it's just learning from the mistakes of others, I guess. It's kind of like when babies, like, are little kids, they, like, fall down and hurt themselves. If you go like, oh no, then they'll start crying. But if you're like, okay, bud, get up, they're fine. You know, like,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
you know Wesley?
Yeah.
Remember when he, like, fell down over that, like, step?
Let's give some context.
Okay, so
Wesley is Bradley's little cousin.
it's my
or
little
cousin.
nephew, I guess.
No, he's
Oh,
not your nephew.
No, he's my.
He's
my
your second
cousin's
cousin. He's your second cousin.
okay.
He's
My
really
cousin's
cute.
had kids,
He's one.
and he's like 1 year old. He's like little tiny. He has a huge head. He's in like 99th percentile of heads. It's so funny.
And
'cause
he,
he's
like, toppled down the steps.
Yeah, he toppled down the steps.
Poor
but,
guy.
But nobody was like, oh no.
Yeah, people, like, laughed,
People,
like,
Yeah.
laughed it off because he was
and then
fine.
he didn't cry.
Yeah.
He
Even
just
though he had
got
like
up.
scrapes and stuff, he
He's
just
a
got
soldier.
up.
He just got up.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, poor baby though. He had, like, scrapes all over his
So do you
legs.
think, like, crying and stuff is conditioned?
Um,
Not necessarily, not in the beginning, because that, like babies, that's, like, their only form of communication for a while too. So, like, when they need to communicate, like, that they're hungry or something,
They
I
cry.
think they
Yeah.
cry. But otherwise, yes.
yeah, there's some things that people are conditioned to be scared of, but they aren't actually scary.
Like spiders.
Yeah, spiders are good. They clean
Yeah,
up all
they
the
are good.
pesky bugs.
I'm scared of spiders. I don't like spiders.
Let's go around and say our biggest fears. Bradley.
You first.
Thunder and storms. First of all,
Yeah.
that last week when those tornado sirens were going off.
Oh
I was
my, so scary.
I was FaceTiming Bradley, and
Yep.
I was already super on edge and, like, shaking because I just hate thunder. And then I heard the second I heard the tornado sirens go off, I just started sobbing.
I don't think the tornadoes ever hit Dublin.
They didn't,
'Cause
and
we're in
that's
a
not even
valley
that.
with the river
Like,
right
I don't
there.
think I'm afraid of, like, the actual tornado hitting. I think it's like a sound thing.
It definitely is.
Because I'm not afraid of like lightning or
No.
rain. It's just thunder.
Yeah.
You
Weird.
need some white noise headphones. Those are sweet. Have you ever tried those?
Like noise canceling headphones?
Yes.
Yeah. My friend Grace has a pair.
They're expensive
She
as
does.
hell, though, so I
Yeah.
want to get one. But like,
Yeah. My biggest fear, aliens. Also the dark.
we'll come back to that in a second.
Are aliens real? Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Aliens
I
are
think
real.
the-
Okay, move on.
The ocean.
It's just water, dude.
Dude, you
Can
don't
you
know
not
what's
swim?
down there. I can swim.
Yeah, dude, probably some fish. Maybe a
Dude,
huge squid.
big fish. You think?
Oh, big fish. Oh my
do you
gosh.
think if they're aliens
Crazy.
and they're on Earth, that's where they're hiding in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Atlantis.
Isn't it like 90% of the ocean is
A lot of it, yeah.
like undiscovered or like
Uh,
unexplored or like
I mean,
That
what
could
are
be
the
wrong.
fish gonna do? Like crawl onto
Ooh.
land?
I mean they did
yeah,
that
that's true.
once.
One time they did that.
Oh, they did.
Are they gonna
that.
do it again?
We don't know.
So, is the Vatican hiding? What do you think they're hiding in the library?
Popes.
No.
popes.
Like
They-
backup popes.
Really?
yeah. The Pope dies. They just got a new one. Nobody will
Yeah.
know.
That looks exactly the same.
Exactly. It's actually just a DNA clone.
Okay. Yep.
That's crazy. Aliens?
Science is all it is.
Or what else could they be hiding?
Aliens only prove the existence of God.
How so?
I don't know. I just had to say that.
Okay, move on. Do you think that aliens built the pyramids, or do you think that people did, and how did they do it?
People did.
People.
But how?
Well, because modern
Muscles.
building, like, people see, like, houses go up in, like, a year.
That's a house, man. We're talking about pyramids.
No, but here's the thing. We just don't have any concept of scale to back then. Like, they had thousands of years to do that.
That's true.
America's only been around for, like, 350 years.
Are we the longest lasting republic now?
No, Rome.
Rome? How long did
The
they
Roman
last?
Republic lasted for, like, a millennia, I feel like.
Didn't they split, though?
Eventually. But, like, that was around, like, what, 50 BC?
I have no idea. We don't learn, like, the important stuff. In
Yeah, we
really
don't.
don't.
We
Yeah.
don't.
I learned, like, about, like, King Louis the 14th and, like, all this head shopping stuff.
No, I was watching this video. What's that video? It's like the history of the world, I guess, and it's like 19 minutes.
By, what's his name?
It's the guy who did the video like still a piece of garbage, and he like edits all his videos like
I
that.
don't remember that. I know
Yeah.
the video you're talking about, though.
Yeah, so it's like I was watching it and I was like mesmerized about how much I didn't know.
Yeah.
And that
yeah,
was like
American schooling.
I was like and
There's a lot of things that we'll never know. Because history's huge.
Hey, what about the Stonehenge in America? Do you know about that?
Where?
It's like in...
Wait, over by the Country Club of Dublin, yeah.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though? On the
Yeah.
side of the road?
Yeah.
I always say Stonehenge when I pass it.
Stonehenge. No, it's...
history at its finest.
What is Stonehenge, and where's it at?
So Stonehenge is basically like an astronomical
Is it on the Bunny
calendar. No, that's on the Easter Islands.
Easter Island.
Those are the big giant heads.
the Bunny Island.
The Bunny Islands. No, Stonehenge is in like Ireland, the British Isles. I don't know if
I
it's
thought
Ireland or
Scotland.
Scotland?
Because I think it
Scotland.
was in Brave. Disney movie
Probably.
Brave.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
I've
it.
seen that.
That's a good one. I mean,
Okay.
there's a lot of controversy about it, but anyway.
Why is there
That-
Anyways,
controversy about
yeah,
Brave?
Stonehenge is there, and people think it like is probably like a sacrificial altar or something. But like when the sun like lines up on certain days, it like goes through perfectly or whatever.
Well, that's obviously if you put two...
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
like, but it's like really accurate because it's got like
okay.
from one side to the other, and the ray of light goes perfectly. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, there's one in America,
Where?
on Nova Scotia.
Really?
I feel like, yeah.
Nova Scotia
And-
is not in America. Oh,
Yes, it is.
you mean like
America.
North America.
North America.
Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like the United States, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Anyways, the center line of it passes directly through Stonehenge, directly through the center line of Stonehenge too. And it's like that's like a crazy distance, like being able to do that math correctly.
Big math guy.
Big math guy, like being able to do that math as a ancient civilization of like people with rocks and sticks, and they go ooga booga, like
ooga booga. That's like
crazy.
Crash Bandicoot.
It's probably aliens. Just saying.
Yeah, I think the pyramids were aliens because
No, I don't think that was aliens.
dude, across the globe is the same pyramid. Like all these pyramids all over the place. How do they get
Maybe
everywhere?
because pyramids are the strongest structure you can make.
Maybe
Because all the other ones got destroyed over time, and pyramids, because they're the strongest, are the only ones still standing.
Okay, but can we talk about that new SpongeBob meme where it's like Cleopatra when she comes home drunk and is trying to decide like which pyramid is her house?
And it's
like the SpongeBob with like
that just showed up today.
I was just thinking about that because
I didn't see it.
When did that happen?
I wasn't tuning into what you guys were talking about, and I was thinking about that new SpongeBob meme. Anyway, continue.
Atlantis.
Been there, done that.
You think it's a thing?
No, I've already been there.
What do you mean?
You know, on like the tropical island, like down in the Caribbean. It's got all those water slides and stuff.
The Bahamas?
Oh no. What?
Atlantis.
Oh no.
Is Aquaman real?
No. Only the Batman is
Are
real.
mermaids real? Because
No.
I love mermaids.
Mermaids are real. Natalie Buckman, she's a mermaid.
Big facts. Me and my friends and I work for Paulette's princess parties, and so Nat dresses up.
You guys are the.
She's a princess.
I'm a
she's
princess.
a
No
unicorn.
way.
And a
She's
unicorn.
No way.
Can you
Mhm.
believe that? I'm dating a princess.
Wow.
Aww. Ew.
Wow, that was so cute, actually.
It's actually fun though. It's a very tiring job when you're doing it for like a whole
You
day,
get to like meet little people. Like, hi.
Little people.
and you have to sing to
They're
them,
called
No
dwarves.
way.
dance
Dwarf.
with them.
Is dwarf or midget
There's-
better? More politically correct.
That doesn't matter. They're not going to get mad at you.
Well,
if you
isn't
call
it-
them a midget.
Isn't
do
it
you know?
called dwarfism?
If they get mad, that's
Dwarfism,
like-
yeah, I guess that's a scientific term.
It's like, why would they get?
My
mad
mom
about
is
that?
almost legally a dwarf.
No way.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like an
tiny.
inch off.
You know, Lexi Featheroff,
Mhm.
5'0", 4'11" in some areas. Who knows?
My mom's 4'11". You have to be 4'10" to like get like handicap passes and stuff. Like you can do that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was like, Mom, imagine if you were just like an inch shorter and we could park in the handicap spot.
I went to Cedar Point with Lexi, and like every ride, I'm like, "Oh, Lexi, they're not gonna let you on because there'd be the person with the stick." You know?
Yeah.
Did you know I didn't know? I thought she went to Kaufman because it's just people that I distantly know. Because like
Yeah.
Billy was on the track team, so I like kind of knew him from track. I like didn't know that she didn't go
Where
to
did
Kaufman.
she go?
Nah, she
Till, like, a
Liberty.
year ago.
She just she likes Kaufman people better, I guess.
She likes Billy.
Yeah.
Probably. I feel
Yeah.
like.
They've
She
been
does.
together for a while, right?
Almost 5 years in August.
Holy moly! Holy crap!
Yeah.
Holy crap.
They're my favorite. They're both amazing people.
I love Billy. Remember,
Yeah.
I've just always like been school friends with Billy. I don't think we haven't like hung out much like outside of school.
I watched Star Wars with him last night.
Yeah.
Dude, new Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know because it's
Who
by
do
that
you think-
new director, and I don't really
I don't know who the director is, but who do you think Rey's parents are?
nobody's.
I think
Oh,
Han
hi.
and Leia.
I had this theory that it was Obi-Wan for a really long time.
I don't think so because Jedi cannot do that.
I was at a point where I had all these
Yeah.
theories. Okay, yes, but
Unless you're Yoda.
I was at a point where I
Yeah.
like had all these theories, but then I realized that they might actually just be like pushing this like new trend of like anyone can be a Jedi. Like it doesn't have to be a family
No,
tree.
That's stupid.
But
Yeah.
it is stupid. But like think about
I think they're doing that.
like how new people own Star Wars now,
The
and
new
like it's
director.
2019.
I know what you mean, and I know what you mean.
Inclusion is very important
Yeah,
nowadays.
equality for all,
You know.
Like that end scene of whichever movie where the little kid.
Oh,
the
that's the
the
one I
force
With the
watched last
broom,
night,
with
yeah.
the broom.
But
I hated that.
I
movie.
think I'm saying it right now. It's gonna be Han and Leia because Kylo Ren and
It's just too
Leia.
obvious.
No, Kylo and Rey can talk through space, and
But why
Han and
does-
Luke, or not Han and Luke. Luke and Leia can too.
But it's like a little bit of like incesty because that one scene where he wanted her to be his queen. And it
Not
was like-
Queen. Oh, he's like join me, but like that's more
Yeah.
like Master and Apprentice. But in
That's
the
weird.
Star Wars expanded universe,
Mhm.
which is like vast, Han and Leia had I think 3 kids. One died, one turned to the dark side, and then one was good and died also. I don't know.
So maybe it was one of the dead kids.
I don't know, and I could be wrong about that. It's been a long time.
I thought all those questions were going to be answered in the most recent.
I just don't like how Rey just like as soon as she picks up lightsaber, she's able to duel the best lightsaber duelist in the universe, just like on a whim.
Well, the thing about it is,
like, where was the training?
I read a lot about this, and it's like back in the like episode 1, 2, 3 era, lightsaber like battling was like a lot more common, or like using a lightsaber in general. But like nowadays, if you have a lightsaber, like Kylo Ren doesn't have other like people with lightsabers to battle.
Yeah, it's like
he just
explosive.
battles people with blasters, so there's nowhere to like train. It's like if you were a samurai and no one else is a samurai.
Everybody had just.
I guess that proves like
that makes
that's
sense.
a reason why she couldn't just be a Jedi out of nowhere too. Like it has to be passed down from somewhere in some way.
Like
I don't know. I used to be. I mean, I guess I still am, but I had like a big Star Wars phase. I mean, I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt right now. But,
Star Wars is so
it's
good.
from the thrift store. And I just like spent like $70 on these like vintage posters, and then they broke the other day. And I was
they broke? Seriously?
Yeah. Well, because we just moved. We just moved, and so like trying to take them down like off the walls, and like they ripped, and it was sad.
Oh,
but
poor posters.
I just after like the Force Awakens, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We will. I read
also
theory.
Remember that one scene where Finn was gonna go sacrifice himself into the thing. I honestly like, why didn't they let him do that?
Yeah,
like,
I think
why
that was stupid.
Why
The
don't
girl
they
saved him. That was so stupid. She's a worthless character.
Why don't they let people die? Why don't they let people have heroes' deaths? Like that would have been so cool.
Like Game of Thrones. Oh,
we don't watch Game of Thrones.
so good. You gotta start it. You gotta start it.
I'm not going to. I heard
I just don't. I don't watch TV anymore, and I just don't have time.
So good though.
Not a big TV.
I'd rather watch like those Jubilee videos on YouTube where they take like two opposite sides, and it's like called like what's it called? Middle Ground. It's like a series, and they take like two, like they had one where it was like Palestinians and Israelis, or like Black Lives Matter, law enforcement. Like, I'm not trying to talk about
law
politics.
enforcement
Bradley,
win every time.
No.
Bradley doesn't
like
like
the Israeli Palestine. I don't want to talk about that.
I'm just saying they take
Israeli-Palestine conflict. That's Mr. Ogilvy's favorite class.
Yeah.
They take like two different groups of people and like just like they like say statements like step forward if blah blah, and then like they'll come forward and then they'll have a dialogue. I don't know. I think they're cool.
Search up guy says controversial statements and pauses for you to yell at him.
Bradley, I think you just want to talk about something controversial.
No, I don't want to.
Statements and what?
It's a funny video. And then
and pauses. We'll see if it comes up.
On YouTube.
I understand. It says that connection was interrupted. That's unique. I've never seen that before from here.
Can you record music in here?
We could. Okay, well, we can't pull it up right now. We'll figure it out. Oh, wait, what's he say?
That was beautiful.
I don't think so.
What's he say? Dude, I couldn't find it. It's like the internet's messed up.
No, literally, if you're watching this, it's by a, like, who made that? It was Clickhole. And he just says really controversial statements. And
like what?
He just sits there, and then he lets you yell at him.
Give me one.
Oh yeah, I've got really bad memory.
Yes.
I have a terrible memory too. Actually,
I have a good memory, I'd say.
Bradley, who's your celebrity crush? Faby, who's your celebrity crush?
Freddie Mercury, any day, Freddie Mercury.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a unique one.
What is happening?
I just don't know any celebrities.
I love Queen. And
never seen it. The movie, I mean.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
I mean, you probably heard the music.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is this the good life? Is it just fantasy? Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows that song, but like, people are like, Freddie Mercury is so ugly. Like I can see it.
I'm trying to grow up my stash. I think that's why you like it.
Because I love Freddie Mercury. Wait, stop! You're onto something. No, I just think like there's just these like, besides the fact that like I love him and like I really considered writing like my college essay about him. Just like I think he's so cute in like some picture. In some instances, I'm like he's so cute, but like celebrity crush, like someone who I think is like cute. Jason Momoa.
Oh, your mom loves Jason Momoa.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
I love him, yeah. Will your kids be vaccinated?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't vaccinate your kids. Like,
1,000 times yes. I can't do
What is
it.
the biggest waste of money you've ever bought? The thing.
Food
Food.
for sure.
God, I spend way too much. You know, I had this period of time where I was buying fast food. I didn't realize how
It's addicting.
it just like added up
It
so
gets
fast.
expensive.
Really
Well,
bad.
that's because, like, you know that there's always another alternative. Like, I could have eaten at home, you know? But it's just like,
Currently I cannot because I had absolutely zero food in the fridge.
well, my fridge is usually full. And so I could eat at my house.
Speaking of which, I'm so hungry right now. I haven't had dinner.
Hey man, it's Tuesday. Buy one free. B-dubs, wings, go.
Oh, dude, Beatles wings give me.
I
Okay,
want condados.
I don't want to trigger people, but it gives me diarrhea.
That's nice.
Oh my god, it destroys me every single time.
I haven't had wings
I
in a while.
never drive there like myself. I'm not the one who drives there because lo and behold, I will have to take a dump on the way home, and it is too close. It is too close.
It's too close.
Gross.
All right, I have one more question for Brad and Faby too. But
Okay.
Brad's a big math guy, so we'll
Oh,
see.
don't
Would
even
you rather
ask me.
have 1 cent for 30 days and double it every day, or $1 million?
1 cent doubled every day because that's what 2 to the power of like 32, 31. That's fucking huge.
Something similar.
I don't know.
0.01. So, yeah, it's
0.01.
massive.
Yeah,
That's
it's huge.
huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Long live the king. I mean, the president.
Did you know he went to the inauguration?
Yeah, I actually did.
No,
I got
you
invited.
didn't.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Me, Carl Buford.
With Reed?
No. It was with Mrs. Zimmerman. Gosh. Okay, so you know how anyways, in NHS, you know how you have to get like recommendations from teachers. All the teachers are just like, "Oh, I like you. I'll give you 5s for all of them." Mrs. Zimmerman, she likes me, but she's like, I never saw you express any leadership. I'm gonna give you a 2. I'm just
way.
What?
Wow. Billy Strong and her have beef. He's like, here, go give this to her. I'm scared of her. So I brought the book into her.
No, I'm talking about the modern world history Zimmerman, not the math Zimmerman. Oh, math Zimmerman, we're chill. I had her freshman year.
I heard she's
I'll
very
have her next
like,
year.
you know.
Yeah, it's if you're bad at math.
Oh, Billy dropped it after first semester.
No, some people don't mesh well with her. I had her freshman year, so I didn't know what to expect from math teachers. Then I had Mr. Dramble, and I was like,
Bradley and Mr. Dramble are in love.
Aw.
Mr. Dramble's the best.
I had Mr. Barry for a while. The dude's a goof, but I love him. He'd be like,
Is he like the really big guy?
yeah,
who teaches
you
geometry?
would say
I never
something,
had him.
and he would be like, you know, like, what if the teacher's like, can I go to the bathroom? He'd be like, can you? But like,
those
it'd be
kind of
like,
peop-
every
yeah.
question would be like that. It'd
Yeah.
be hilarious.
Not a math person.
Wow, okay.
He's sweet.
Do you remember Mr. Polsinelli
No, never had
from
him.
Carr Middle School?
6th grade teacher? I never had
No,
him.
he was 8th grade.
Oh, I still never had him.
He had like a drawer full of like naked Barbie dolls.
What?
Oh,
He'd also
cute.
just like rub his belly.
Yeah.
Doesn't Mr. Reed do
was
that thing
weird.
where he like rubs his face?
Yeah.
I didn't have him. I had Patton.
That's just because
I had Carlson.
I had Patton too. I got a 4 in the AP go exams, whatever.
I haven't.
I'm salty I didn't get a 5.
I love Mr. Patton.
What'd you get?
I got a 4.
Okay.
You know, those,
Just
like,
making
fish
sure you're
bowls?
part of the club.
I know.
Fish bowls? I love fish bowls.
We did a fish
I'd
bowl.
get up there. Trump is the best.
We had a fishbowl. It was right after all that like abortion stuff was like going crazy online, and we did a fishbowl the next day, and I was like, because I was first period, so we had 13 people in our class, so like everyone
Obviously,
went
you
at
had
some
to go,
point,
yeah.
you know.
Every other one
And
was a
so it
liberal.
was like me in the middle, right? Like very pro-life.
I would never sit in the middle. I would always sit on the end.
And then it was like liberal, or I guess like pro-choice. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, here we go. And then after
Here we
the
go.
class ended, and like everyone was just like super pissed at each other, Mr. Patton was like, I'm so proud of you for like staying true to your opinion. And I just, I think he's great. He's great.
I love Miss
He-
Patton. I told him we're coming back in 2021 for the inauguration.
Vote for me, 2028 House of Representatives.
You're not old enough yet. So
2028
In 2028, I don't think you will be.
2036, you have to be 35 to be president.
House of Representatives.
House of Representatives.
25.
20. You sure about 25?
I'm pretty sure it's House of Representatives.
Yeah,
is
it's
25. Yeah, 2028.
I thought you were talking president. That just really glazed over me.
How old is AOC?
Like 30 or 31. So
Hey,
she's like the youngest.
She's a strong, independent bartender, okay? She can do whatever she wants.
Oh, you know, the only other bartender I know in my life, absolutely terrible to me, Mrs. Jurger.
Really?
Oh my gosh, such a. Let's just go back to politics. That'll make me make me calmer.
Yeah. Bradley, I feel like you get really frustrated when people don't understand what you're saying, when it's so blatantly obvious.
Yes, he does.
And so that's why he doesn't like politics, and that's why he doesn't like fighting with people about it. Because
remember that Twitter fight?
No, which one?
My only one on Twitter.
With
it was started by me. So Tess was tweeted something about abortion, and I quoted it. Just
yeah, you know the vibes.
And then it started like this whole thing with like all these other senior girls, and they were mad.
Were they letting into you? Wait, what senior girls? Name drop.
It
Come
was
on.
it was Tess, obviously, because like it was her tweet,
Yeah.
and then it was like Lily Curbsack and like their whole squad, and like some other people that I just didn't even know were like chiming in, like some like Nico Smith was in the and like it got so bad that I had to I deactivated my Twitter because I wouldn't stop. Like I couldn't stop myself.
I would just keep firing back.
Well, I am just so I just have no self-control when it comes to that. And like unlike Bradley, I don't get as mad when people don't understand, so I just keep going until they maybe could. Yeah. And so I was like, if I keep going, I'm not gonna stop. And so I just deleted the Twitter app off my phone for 3 days, and then it all boiled down. I mean, that's how it always is on Twitter. Mm-hmm. It all boils down after 3 days, and you're like,
who do you think the Democratic front runner is right now?
Biden.
Do you remember this? No, I think it's the new Kennedy.
Kennedy? Who?
He's like a.
No, I saw a poll this morning.
Is he a part of the Kennedy family?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's his first name?
I don't know, but he's like a redhead. But do you remember that thread?
I think it's Biden.
Oh, I probably did look at this. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure you liked one of my tweets, and I was like, "Hey, Billy."
I probably liked a bunch of them.
Well, because it was always whoever.
Oh yeah, wait. I liked every one of these actually.
Whoever was tweeting
back. I followed myself.
Whoever was tweeting back got 20, 30 likes per tweet just because
That's wild.
Just because they were liberals.
The liberals were losing their minds, and liking every tweet, and then my tweets would get 5 or 6 likes, and people were like, "Oh my god!" I remember this kid. I don't know who he is. Mac. He's in your guys.
Christian?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mac,
he he tweeted back Tess Woosley calmly destroys Republican in debate, and I was like. Oh no, it was just not good. That's what I don't like. I think I like fishbowls more. I just think they're more fun.
Yeah. Whoever Lauren Ash is.
See, that's what the podcast would be a great platform for.
A fishbowl?
No, yeah, kind of.
Fishbowl or
debate?
Running for president?
I'd be down.
The thing is, Tess won't come on,
I mean,
we called her out 2 episodes ago again, but
that's fair. If she doesn't want to, she doesn't want to.
Yeah, she doesn't have to. I'm just saying.
It's a free country.
I mean, isn't she big on that?
Yeah, she said she's not educated enough, which is fine. I don't think anyone's educated enough.
No, definitely. I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think it's just fun to spark dialogue. I think it's fun to make people mad.
Yeah, stir the pot, if you will.
Especially me, because I've gotten so many times, "You're a fake conservative." One of our questions in the little fishbowl bucket that Mr. Patton does at the end of the year where we write our own questions, someone put as a joke, it was Michael Dennis, because he always likes to tease me about it. He put in the thing, and Mr. Patton read it out loud, "Is Faby a real or fake conservative?" But then it sparked this entire debate in our class which I can see why people. That's annoying. That's annoying.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Everyone hears the same thing.
Anyway.
Wait, you think that your headset can only hear you?
No. I didn't think it was just because proximity. It's right next to me. I could hear it through.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So people really don't like the fact that I'm conservative now. They don't. I was just so openly and loudly liberal in the past.
Yeah.
And I'll admit it, I was. And then, it was I vividly remember the day of the Parkland shooting. It was the day of the walkout. And I didn't walk out, and people were confused. And I just gave my mini little stance to the couple people who were still left in our class that morning of just like why I didn't walk out, and people were like, "What?
The
you?"
walkout was so stupid.
I agree. I see the point. You know, you're allowed to protest if you want to, but like,
what were they protesting? Dublin Kaufman. Like,
that's that's what I said. And as soon as I like leaned more towards like the pro gun side, I guess I started to like do more research and like listen and actually listen.
Your brain.
Yeah, I used my brain, and I listened to other people, and I was like, whoa, this is a world of opportunity. Let me tell you, and it just kept going, and here we are.
Wow.
Proudly.
I helped along the way.
Yeah. Him and my friends did help along the way. But it only started because I was willing to listen. And that's
that's all it takes.
That's the big issue. I was like, open your ears, and like you might still not agree, but at least try.
I always say I'll listen to everyone's opinion even though they're wrong.
I mean, like, what's the point? Like, in a debate, like, the debate's over when the other person stops listening. And like, I mean, I'll always say that. Like, the left preaches tolerance when they are probably the most intolerant people I've ever spoken to in my life.
Very well said.
It's true though. Like when we were learning about that in Gov, like just like about like liberal versus conservative, and like Mr. Patton was talking about how like liberals like tend to be more open-minded. I was like,
did you take the test?
Like AP Gov exam?
No. The
the political. Yeah.
I got steadfast conservative.
I got core conservative. I didn't know that steadfast conservative was a thing.
Yeah.
No, but like he was like, well, they tend to be like the party or like the like ideology that's more considered to be open-minded, and I was like, that is far from the truth.
Yeah.
Far from the truth. Well, now it is. I could see why, like historically, yes, but like now it's it's frustrating because knowing what I used to believe before, and when all it took was to simply listen and like see what the actual data is saying, and like don't like watch the news, and if you're watching the news, watch the right channel. Like, so much changed for me. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I
remember
when you looked up like the statistics in Florida, and you're like, what
is
actually
like when
going
you
on
like
here?
You start looking at stats. I think I also just got obsessed with knowing the facts to be armed. You know, if people are gonna call me a fake conservative, and like then I'll be like, okay, well, like here's the facts. Like I know what I'm talking about. At least I think I know what I'm talking about. But like obviously there's people that know more. But
yeah.
I have my opinions, and I can usually back them up.
Alrighty. I think that's an episode.
Was that it?
Yeah, we went over an
seriously?
hour.
Oh, yeah. Did we actually? It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I like it.
I still feel like we have more to talk about. I don't know.
That's for next time.
You with Ian?
Yeah, you're coming back. See, this is great. I like this duo. This is good.
All right, sweet.
Faby, thanks for coming. Brad, thanks for coming.
For having us.
We'll see you next time, and we'll be back next Tuesday with another episode. See ya.